Few lands are as fertile for crops as those in Campo de Cartagena in the Spanish region of Murcia. The warm climate and over 3,000 hours of sun per year make this area a privileged place for agriculture. However, not all elements are favorable. For centuries, farmers have had to fight for water. For this reason, in 1952, the irrigation community of Campo de Cartagena was founded with the sole purpose of coordinating and managing the distribution of water to our fields. After waiting for years, in 1960, the Tajo Segura transfer was approved, but it was in 1979 when the water from the transfer started to arrive in Murcia.
It was a big change for the fields and for society in general. Over 41,000 hectares are being cultivated, which represents 10,000 farmers. It's one of the largest irrigated areas in Spain.
Water had finally arrived for one of the main production areas in the country. The best application and the highest efficiency in its management was essential. Its present and future depended on it.
Since the beginning of the transfer, the main objective of the irrigation community has been the distribution and the efficient management of its hydrological resources. That is why we are more important now than ever. We have a huge responsibility.
The irrigators of Campo de Cartagena are very aware of how important every single drop of water is. This high level of consciousness has led them to always demand the efficient use of the available hydrological water resources. Technology plays a leading role here. In 1999, an ongoing updating process of the irrigation systems began, including the use of the most advanced information technology, some of them experimentally developed specifically for the irrigation community of Campo de Cartagena and later used by other irrigation groups. The distribution of water is managed from a control center that sets quotas per surface area as approved each hydrological year. Any malfunction or incident is immediately detected, providing an immediate response even by remote control. The canals supply the main pipes of each sector and the pressure required to irrigate the western area. Pumping stations allow us to raise the volume of flow up to 93 meters high. The technology implemented allows farmers to access the services of the irrigation community through the internet, mobile phones, tablets, smart cards and water ATMs, and of course, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
In the past, to irrigate, we had to go to a hut to ask for water, and we wasted a lot of time queuing. Now, using the internet, the computer or the phone, it's much easier. You can get water, see what is left in your quota. When you are given water, the area you have not irrigated yet, your balance, everything, it's much more comfortable.
The national average of irrigation water consumption is 7,500 square meters per hectare. In Campo de Cartagena, the average has reached 4,000 square meters per hectare. This efficient water management has made it possible to have a worthwhile and highly competitive agricultural production, which increases in market share day by day. The localized watering takes up more than 95% of the irrigated lands, including a large area of state-of-the-art greenhouses. It is common to find examples of water-saving technology, such as drip irrigation systems, with drainage which recovers the water that the plant does not need, multi-tunnel greenhouses that allow for the collection and storing of rainwater, and limited water consumption systems like nebulization.
What we hear is a nebulization system that we install to maintain an optimum level of relative humidity. As a result, we are able to decrease the temperature of the greenhouse 3 degrees and reduce the irrigation water consumption by 3 litres per square metre.
The application of technology has become a habit for irrigators, who began to implement it in order to improve plant conditions and product quality.
The latest technology introduction was the cogeneration system. By means of the functioning of an engine that runs continuously 24 hours, we take advantage of its beneficial collateral effects, particularly heat at different levels and CO2. What is CO2? The exhaust gases produced by the engine, a huge exhaust pipe, both clean and conducted through the greenhouse. CO2 really helps nourish the plant and improve its quality, its colour and its development. And the heating allows us to simulate permanent spring conditions for the plant.
Definitely, both regional orography and meteorology caused many problems to obtain and use hydrological resources, but at the same time, they contributed to innovation and to the development of technologies that, because of their importance, are worthy of a place of honor in the history of water.